It's time for the Condors to come home. The home opener here at the Student Rec Center. Hello, everybody. Aidan Shulkuski welcoming you into tonight's action. The Lambton Lions are in town to take on the Conestoga Condors. People filing into the rec center, ready to cheer on their women's team. Lambton won both games last year. Conestoga looking for a little bit of revenge. This is set to be a great game between these two basketball clubs. It's the Lions versus the Condors. Tip-off coming next. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a great match.
Versus the Humber Hawks are very long. Jamila Beckford in the record books. Last year, Jamila became the all-time leading scorer for the Condors, but now she sits all alone in her recent milestone. Jamila scored her 1,000 points.
Conestoga countering with Kellerman, Johnson, Schumacher, Weber, and Beckford. It's going to be a great match between these two. We mentioned last year the Lions took over both games. Conestoga going to look for redemption. Conestoga in white, Lambton in the dark blues. With that whistle, we are ready to go. Conestoga going to start with possession. It gets over to Kellerman, sporting a new number. Transitioning from number 3 to 4. This one sneaks over top of the line. That will negate the opening possession for the Condors. Lambton starts out. Long stretch pass into the security effort. Cambridge. And Lambton going to open the scoring. A lot of new faces on both of these teams. And this one over for Johnson. She has a quick look at it. Offloading to Weber. He will keep it in bounds, trying to get it into the post for Beckford. Blocking the line. Feeding it for Schumacher high off the glass, and that one rattles around, no good. Cambridge setting back out. Offload to Patty Bishop. Bishop, a lethal shooter. This one up. And clangs off some iron, no good. Jousting for it, keeping alive is the Lions. Kellerman can't get a piece. We have Newcomb. Quick cycle around. It's Cambridge. Cambridge 4 seconds on the shot clock. She steps back for a long 2. No good.
Go!
It's going to be the first.
Take care of the ball! Take care of the ball! Hey!
Out of bounds.
White. Straight white. Ladies, white.
Another early possession for the Lions. As Wilson inbound. Quick little reset. We will do it again. This one going to find Bishop. Bishop finished second on the team last year in points behind Brianna Preddy. As she has since graduated, there's going to be a new scoring there. This one kept alive nicely by Jordan Britton. And a shot clock violation. Conestoga with a good defensive stand, keeping this a 2-point game.
Maddie, don't take it out. MJ, don't take it out. Don't hide, back. Don't hide.
Quick passing between Schumacher and Kellerman. Now it's over to Beckford. Quick offload to Johnson, and she's got the opening 2 points for the Condors. Johnson played in 16 games last year for the Condors. She scored 52 points. Very good from the line as well. Conestoga going to respond right back. Now a hard drive. This one no good. Good defensive stand by Weaver. This one up again, no good. Rejected by the rim. Taken away by Beckford. In a sea of Lions, offloading now is going to get over to Kellerman. Right into the paint for Beckford. No good. She gets her own rebound. And again, first you can't succeed. Try again. Beckford picks up her first 2 points. Also grabbing the offensive board. She's quickly up to 3 rebounds in the early going. Hard drive, and this one hitting on the underside of the basket. Conestoga coming back with the lead now. 6-4 we go. In for Johnson. Johnson! And she'll knock down another one. Really love seeing the growth of several of these Condors, one of them being Johnston, as she continues to develop in her collegiate career. And has the Condors up by 4 as Bishop able to keep this one alive. Now she drives right down Broadway, curls back on Schumacher. This one will roll around and fall. Andy Malin was the team captain a year ago for the Condors, was an offensive force, led the team with 218 points. She has since graduated. It's a big offensive loss for the team, but it gives a great opportunity for someone else to rise to the challenge and fill those shoes. There's a lot of promising candidates for this Condors team. As a 3-ball up, this one no good from Bishop, who really likes to shoot from downtown. As players collide, Kellerman hitting the floor. She's slow to get up, and Bishop on the counter. Throwing it into the corner. Beckford, good defense. Trying to drive baseline and loses the handle on it and out of bounds. There's going to be a couple subs coming into the game. Lambton, a lot of their rookies have provided depth. This is going to be a timeout taken. Well, we have a quick moment. Let's take a look at our keys to the game for this match between the Lions and Condors. For the visiting Lambton Lions, their head coach Janine Day, currently in her 5th year with the team. They watched a lot of film in preparation for this game. They've only played the one against Redeemer. They're continuing to learn from that game, seeing what they can tighten up on their mistakes. And it comes down to speed. They have a lot of athleticism. They really want to utilize that in their transition game. And for the Condors, sticking to their defensive principles is going to be key for them. They're a very good team on the defensive side of the ball, and that can lead to offensive scoring chances. Also being sure to take care of the ball. We saw it a little bit early on. They tried to go a little too quickly. That one led to an out of bounds. Just being able to take care of the ball will be a big part of their game here tonight against a very imposing Lambton offense. All set to go coming out of the timeout. 10-6 our score in the early going. There's a quick defensive change made by Day. Kellerman back with it. Little give and go. Now we're onto the baseline for Weber. She backs down and up off the glass. No good. Now here comes Bishop with speed. Right under the basket, and that is going to be the first foul charge to Beckford. And here come the first two free throws. They are going to Simone Wilson. Wilson was 2 for 2 in that game against the Royals. As she continues her perfect streak from the charity stripe. Sending over Kellerman into the corner. Conestoga distributing the ball very well to Beckford under the rim, and she'll score again right in her office as she continues to be a thorn in team side when she gets into the paint. And this one up rolling in. That's going to be 2 points for Cambridge. The rookie from Burlington. Conestoga looking for a response. Sending it to the top of the arc. And getting right back. Johnson steps into one. Maddie Johnson, this one will be no good. She started off very hot. 6 points so far to go along with 1 rebound. Now it's Hines kicking out deep. 3 for Bishop, and she knocks it down. First 3-pointer of the game for Maddie Bishop. She's 1 for 2 from deep. And with that 3, that's going to give the Lions the lead early, about midway through the first quarter of play. Kellerman surveying the scene. That one reeled in by the fingertips of Beckford. Schumacher all alone. Now she's throwing it into the paint, and a foul going to be called on Britton. This one getting over to Kellerman, and she will be fouled. That foul going to Kiana Cambridge as back-to-back fouls. Going to be the first 2 for the Lions. Fink going to be coming into the game for Britton. And after that foul, we are back underway. Double team coming, seeing that a lot early on as they're not giving these Condors any room to shoot. Schumacher gets around her defender now, kicks it out over to Weber. Weber sets her feet and fires. That one no good as the shot clock was winding down. Lambton on the counterattack, getting it back to Bishop. This one off the mark and is going to head out of bounds. Bishop doesn't need a lot of time to shoot, and she can get it off with deadly accuracy. She led the team last year in made threes as she had 49, shot 152 of them in 16 games. This one in the corner for Johnson. Continue to have good distribution back for Beckford. Conestoga really has the Lions moving. This one no good. And is going to be taken in, and a whistle sounds stopping play. 1 point separating these two, 3:36 left to play. As Janine Day continuing to utilize her bench as Lillian Bernard into the game. That was one thing a lot of these rookie players brought to this team was their athleticism, as a good reach from Kellerman. She's going to send that one out of bounds. Good defensive stand for the Condors. But that athleticism can be so valuable, allowing you to run certain plays and being able to go into the depth. If your starters don't have it in a certain game, which can happen on any given night, being able to rotate through that reserves is very key for a coach. We mentioned Lambton coming into the match 1-0 on the year as they would beat Redeemer 65-40. As this one will not fall, rebound secured by Kellerman. That game last Friday. A year ago, Lambton finished the season 9-7, would qualify for the playoffs, but would be ousted in the quarterfinals by the Algonquin Wolves. Purdy capped off a very impressive 5-year career with 14 points and 13 rebounds in that game. Bishop would also score 13, but it would ultimately be the Wolves advancing to the semis. Lions even had a 15-8 point lead after one quarter, and even leading after 3 against the number 1 team in Canada. But ultimately the Wolves would battle back. There's a whistle going to sound stopping play. I mentioned this Lions offense very scary. Is this one going to fall? First two points for Bernard. 4 different players for Lambton had over 100 points last year. That being Gofar, Wilson, Bishop, and Pretty. 2 of those players no longer with the team. Bishop and Wilson still here. As this one up no good, in and out of the hands of Beckford and out of play. As the lead grows to 3 points. Freese into the game now. It's going to be her first action of the night. And now moving up. Bernard knocked out of the hands by Beckford. Scooped immediately up by Wilson. Travel going to be called. And that's going to negate this offensive attack for the Lions. See how the Condors respond. They trail by 3. Kellerman able to find Weber. This one pinballing off of Beckford into the security of the Lions on the counterattack. It's Bishop. Bishop creating some space and will knock down a deep 2. Bishop continuing to shoot very well. 3 from 7 for the field. 7 points so far for the 5th-year guard. Getting it back in for Beckford, kicking it out. A deep 2 for Schumacher cannot fall. And this one's stolen away. Lambton with numbers, trying to throw it into the corner, kept alive by Bishop. And this one up no good. Keeping it alive, nice play made from Simone Wilson as Cambridge drives. It will all be for naught as a battle for right around half. And Bishop going to let this one out of play. Under a minute to go. 17-12 our score in the home opener for the Condors. Conestoga's last game against Humber had some trouble with the 3-ball, but only go 2 for 11. Ultimately came to that tough middle 2 quarters. As this one will fall plus the foul. Good hard drive towards the net. That's going to make it a possible 3-point play. Lopez set to shoot after she knocked down her first basket. Lopez, one of those newcomers we mentioned, and she will make it a 3-point play, converting on her first free throw. And there's a good baseline drive for Kellerman, can't get it to fall. Stole away and a big foul. As Britton running into Circling back to that last game against Humber, it was a tough middle part of the game. The second and third quarters, Conestoga would only score 12 points. Did battle, outscoring the Hawks 25-19 in the fourth, but it'd be little too late as this one will not fall. Kellerman, however, had a great game, totaling 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, while shooting 50% from the field, as she is in her second year with the team. (20-12) our score as Beckford knocks it away. Picked back up and handing it over to Bishop. Now Bernard. Offloading it, Newcomb. Newcomb kicking it out. 4 seconds on the shot clock. This one off the rim, no good. Shot clock resets to 40 seconds. Tiptoeing the line, still in. Bishop, 10 seconds to go. The 3 ball up, caroming off the iron. Now the shot clock shut off. And this one up for Newcomb, no good. Battle for it, and the basket will not count. The buzzer sounds as Conestoga weathers a storm of offensive attack from Lambton. 20-12 our score after 1. Maddie Bishop currently leading for the Lions with those 7 points. And the other Maddie Johnson for the Condors with 6 points as she's shooting 75% from the field. We'll take a short break and have the second quarter of action ready for you momentarily. Players back onto the court. We are ready to resume. As you saw on your screen, Dee Chandler currently in her 10th year along with assistant Doug Schneck, delivering the message for the Condors as they try to battle back after being outscored 20-12 in the opening quarter. We'll see what the Condors have up their sleeve. Maddie Johnson back in the game, getting over to Kellerman. She thought about the 3 possibly, and this one is going to be a foul on Bishop. That's Bishop's first foul and the team's first. Shot clock to 14 seconds. Kellerman set to inbound. Bishop very good at shooting the 3 ball. Kellerman equally as good as she's set up on the top part of your screen. All alone, and a travel going to be called on Weber. Lambton currently winning the battle in the paint 12-8. I see them dominating that part as it's ripped away from Beckford. And the foul going to be called on the Condors, number 15. Beckford already with 2 fouls in the early going. Ball inbound and action back underway as Lambton with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. This one up and Bishop again. That's her second. She's up to 10 points in the first half. Is Conestoga going to have to look for a response. Currently 0 for 2 from deep. This one for Weber as she backs down and goes up off the glass. No good. battle for it. Coming away was Fink. And now the Lions on the counterattack. Driving hard, it's Hines. And a good play from Weber. Really seeing a suffocating defense right now from the Lions, not giving a lot of passing lanes, as this is a quick catch and shoot, no good. And Conestoga going to have possession. Schumacher sets out. She's going to be greeted by Newcomb. Conestoga able to get a few passing off. Good job cycling it. That one to Freese. Kellerman, pump fake. Now back in for Freese, and that's swatted away. Madison Fink gets the block. And when we inbound, there will be 6 seconds on that shot clock as Conestoga looking for an offensive uptick. As this one's stolen away, coming back now. It's going to be Wilson. Wilson, and she's swatted away by Weber. Good tracking from Maddie Weber as she raises back in a one-on-one, rejecting Wilson. This one immediately punched free by Weber. A couple nice defensive plays as she continues to be a force on the defensive side of the ball, does number 14 in white. Our officials for tonight's match include Dwight Roman, Randy Aldworth, and Farnood Kazemazad. As Fink puts this one off the front part of the rim, immediately grabbed, no good from Wilson, and now several players converge, and the Lions come away. Offloading space, the shot, no good. As Bishop continuing to shoot from deep, that's her 6th. And all alone, Maddie Weber with the layup. (23-14) we go. If you're just joining us on an offensive flurry from Maddie Bishop, has Lambton out by 9 as we continue on. Wilson with a couple nice moves, trying to create some space. This one clanging off the iron, no good. Weber securing the rebound. Add another one to her total. Now it's Kellerman. Conestoga surveying the scene. Now it's Johnson. Johnson has some space to Freese. Freese has it knocked away and stolen away. Here comes Wilson. Wilson in a sea of Condors, and she goes for the layup and is going to be fouled. That foul going to be on Weber. Two shots for Wilson. She had 24 attempts last season, good on 14 of them, 58.3% shooter. As we continue to play here in the second quarter of action between the Lions and the Condors, second one will fall. This one getting over to Freese. And stolen away by Wilson. Wilson all alone. Pass intended for Johnson, laying it up and in. Simone Wilson 2 more points. As this pass taken in by Schumacher into the corner. Kellerman! This one bouncing around, will not be able to fall. Johnson grabbing the offensive rebound and throwing it up. A little too much mustard on that one. Conestoga still with it. Throwing it into the paint.
We got blood on the floor here.
They're getting them, Randy.
Just stay on the court, coach.
Let's pick up the attitude here. We are just stagnant, letting them do what they want to do. We got to start talking and be aggressive.
When you get it, you have to fully square up to the threat because down goes open. But you're not looking. You're not looking. Yes. That's all we're playing defense. I don't know what I'm doing right now. You're in. No, it's yours. Okay? Don't go on.
Agawa going to be coming into the game. She's in her rookie year from Sault Ste. Marie. Action back underway. Possession going to be for the Lions. And we are back underway. There might have been a little bit of blood on the floor. And that being cleaned up and swatted away from Johnson. Good defensive play. Now driving baseline. This one laid up and in. Wilson adding 2 more. Quick look into the security of Schumacher. That pass and going to be taken in. Up and in. Agawa picking up her first 2 points as Conestoga looking to claw back. Wilson handing off. Accepting this one is Cambridge. Offloading, moving up. Johnson, laser focused on Wilson. This one off the glass, no good. And Maddie Johnson's got the rebound. Has some pressure coming, gets it right back from Kellerman. Agawa moving it over for Freese. Sending it to Kellerman, corner 3. That one no good. And this one laid up and in. Wilson and Bishop, 2 of these senior guards. We figured they were going to play a big factor in the game. They both have double-digit points in the early going. Kellerman loses the hand on the ball. Agawa picks it up, no good. Reese, no good, and has that second chance opportunity swatted away. Bishop plays it on a bounce. Bishop racing down Broadway, not even off the glass, and straight in. 2 more points for Maddie Bishop. She's up to a dozen. 32-16 our score. As Johnson give and go with Kellerman. 3 lines on her. It's going to create some space. Kellerman, as that was a good back check and finished off by Schumacher. It was a good back check from Bishop. Quickly offloaded. That is going to be a timeout taken by the Lions. They lead 32-18. 4:46 left to go in the second. Action back underway as Lambton setting back out, trying to pad their lead a bit more before recess. Quick thought about it from Alexis Hins. Shield opt to pass. It's now Fink. Fink into the paint, trying to back down Weber. This one rolling off the rim, no good. Punched free. Believe that was Schumacher getting a piece of it, sending it out of bounds.
Watch the bottom screen. Possibly.
14 seconds on the shot clock as it resets here.
Maddie, watch the screen off.
So we are ready to resume off the inbound. Taken in by Fink off the glass, no good. Kellerman grabs the board. It's going to be her 5th, and it's Adri Kellerman. Kiana Cambridge, her 2nd foul being picked up as that stops play momentarily. Conestoga looking for a pass, and it's getting over to Keller. She has lots of time, fires, and this one will be no good. Into the security for Wilson. Cambridge working on Kellerman, offloading it. Thought about the shot. Will not be there. Now a corner 3. This one hits off the iron, no good. Weber's got the board. Now Weber with a different jersey number, wearing 23, as there might have been some blood on her other one. This one getting over for Kellerman. Quick passing, trying to get the Lions moving. Something Conestoga really going to have to do. As a nice play from Schumacher off the glass. That one no good. Beckford's got it. And this one no good as well. She gets it right back. And now that ball sneaks free and out of bounds. Conestoga will retain possession. This is a good offensive push. You're seeing the way Lambton's setting up their defensive system. If you're Conestoga, you got to continue to pass that ball exceptionally well. Being able to get them moving is going to be a real key as they try to create some open space. As this one trying to be threaded through for Johnson and immediately sent back out of play. All set to resume. 3:21 on the clock, getting it on over to Kellerman. Kellerman moving forward. Takes some contact. Weber now on the baseline, tiptoeing. And it will just sneak out of bounds. We are back in the way Conestoga a year ago, 3-13. All 3 of their wins, however, coming here at the Student Rec Center. As this one up for 3 and in. Melina Lopez for 3. Conestoga looking for a response. Schumacher fires. This one off the glass, no good. And the free ball taken in. Now it's Hines. And that attempt from her, no good on the layup. Johnson trying to find an open Condor, and she will. Maddie Weber. Conestoga slowing the tempo down. Getting it on over to Beckford. She's immediately double-teamed. And now it's over to Kellerman in the corner. She fires, no good. Loose ball taken by Schumacher, who fires a shot now, and that one falls. A deep 2. This one's thrown away. Kellerman. Conestoga, see if they can string some points together. Weber. Weber off the glass and in. Back-to-back baskets for the Condors as they string some baskets together. They now cut the lead 35-22. It's a good crowd on hand for the home opener. And this one no good. Defensive board taken in by Beckford. Condors with numbers. Getting on over to Johnson for Weber with a nice little fake and in. 2 more points, Maddie Weber. She's up to 4. Back-to-back baskets for her as Conestoga on a 6-0 run. They're right back in this ball game. Can feel the confidence as an errant pass. And that one out of bounds. Conestoga rolling 35-24. And D. Channer going to take a timeout. 1:24 on the clock. And the Condors are rolling. Action back underway as Schumacher currently with the ball. Sending it into the corner, Conestoga able to string some pass together. This one picked off by Bishop. Pass intended for Kellerman. Bishop right back with it as Kellerman keeping tabs on her. Already a couple threes for number one. This bounce pass taken in and a foul going to be called on Weber, her second. Savannah Freese coming back into the game. Weber in a bit of foul trouble early on in the first half. Britton set to shoot. It's her first trip of the night. Britton in her third year of eligibility. As we are under a minute to go, into the corner for Kellerman, trying to find Beckford. It's taken away. Last touch by the Lions. Conestoga tried to go quick. That ball in a dangerous spot. Conestoga will be able to retain possession as Beckford grabs this one. In the corner, Kellerman again. She got it! Adri Kellerman gets the first three for the Condors as they cut the lead to 10. Long stretch pass into the security of Bernard. She's into the paint, and nice defensive stand from Freese as this one is stolen by Wilson. Wilson into the paint, spinning around, Beckford off the glass, no good. Shot clock shut off, Conestoga back with the ball, it's Schumacher. Schumacher really growing as a player over the years. We mentioned it earlier. Just seeing her from last year to this year, she's taken amazing steps forward. Johnson trying to get it over for Freese. And the foul on Bishop. That's Bishop's second foul. As three Lions with two fouls in the early going. Conestoga has two. This one's stolen away. Racing up the floor goes Simone Wilson. That layup no good. And players collide. The buzzer sounds. 37-27 our score. As the Lions come out firing. Thanks to Bishop and Wilson, the two senior members of this team, combining for 23 points. It's recess. We'll have about 15-minute break. Be sure to go grab a snack. You are not going to want to miss the end of this one. We'll have more OCAA women's basketball action right after this.
I'm sorry, my bad.
they were recording the way they were smoking in there, so it's fun.
As we get set for the second half of action, we take a look at the stats. Conestoga did a good job closing the gap as they were outscored 20-12 in the opening quarter, only 17-15 as they went on a bit of a run trying to cut down this lead for the Lions. 37-27 is how we are going to get started. Conestoga 18 points in the paint, Lambton 20. This is where both these teams like to set up, and a lot of their points are going to come from their second chance points. Conestoga has 6 of them as they continue to grab those offensive boards, giving them another look at it as a straight drive to the net, and that is going to open the scoring for the Lions. Simone Wilson stepping around one defender and a straight lane to the net. Conestoga looking for a response. Johnson going to have it into the post for Beckford. Beckford spinning off. This one no good. And she tries to cause some havoc in a battle with Wilson. Wilson taking her time, moving it over to Bishop. Bishop trying to put it in the paint, and she will. And this one falls as Fink gets her first basket of the game. Schumacher, quick handoff. This pass a little too far for Johnson to be able to secure. 9:03 on the clock as we are back underway. Conestoga looking for their first basket of the half. Lambton already with 2 of them. As Britton feeding it over Wilson, and she cashes it in. 2 more points for Simone Wilson as she continues to be a difference maker in the game. Needs just 3 more rebounds and she'll have a double-double, as this one, a whistle sounds, stopping play. It's going to be the 3rd foul on Maddie Bishop, who's in some foul trouble. Definitely something to keep your eye on, as Bishop, a big part of this offense. Gets over to Beckford, has Kellerman. Kellerman sets her feet and fires. This one clanging off the backboard, no good. Andrew Kellerman was a killer from deep last year, as this attempt no good. Is one of the best shots that I have ever seen. She finished with 13 made threes. The mid-range jumper for Beckford will not fall. Beckford continues to etch her name into the record books as she became the all-time scoring leader, sitting alone in this recent milestone, scoring her 1,000th point. A big milestone for Jamila Beckford, and we send our congratulations to her. As a miscommunication on the play, Cambridge was right under the rack and could have scored, opted for the pass, but it heads out of bounds. Schumacher was the lone Condor back. Conestoga 1-1 on the year, opened up the season with a win over Niagara. Kellerman led the way with 24 points as a complete team effort. Johnson drives hard to the net, and a foul going to be called. Fink picks up her first foul. That's going to send Weber to the line for her first trip. Weber was a 58.8% shooter from a year ago, as she contributed 86 points in just 7 games coming in the latter part of that season. Basket will count to be the first point for the Condors. 7:45 left on the clock in the third as Conestoga looking to mount a comeback. They trail 43-28 if you're just joining us. It's a good bounce pass and the finish. Nicely drawn up play. Fink with the finish. Conestoga on the counterattack. It's Schumacher. Schumacher forced the sidelines, sending it and reeled in by Kellerman. Weber doesn't like what she sees. Trying to find Johnson. Pressure coming, thrown airily, scooped up by Schumacher, who pulls up and is going to draw some contact. She'll head to the line on a nice steal for Ella Schumacher. Schumacher, the Waterloo native in her second year. We mentioned she took steps forward as she started to get some starts, 6 of them last season. She's a 57.9% shooter from last year. And she is good. As on a couple back-to-back free throws, the Condors continuing to cut into this lead of Lambton. Schumacher and Kellerman each with 5 points. Johnson 6. Weber leading the way with 7. One thing Conestoga looking to clean up in this second half has been their turnovers. 16 of them. As this one, too much muscle. Conestoga grabs the ball and setting out, it's Kellerman. Kellerman trying to create some space. Spinning around, find it over to Beckford. In and out of her hands, she gets it right back. Moving it on, Weber, bounce pass for Kellerman through her hands and sprinting up the floor. Here comes the Lions. And drawing the offensive charge is Schumacher. Did that a number of times last year. Does a great job setting her feet, taking the contact. Kellerman feeding Weber. Gives it right back. Pump fake, now it's Beckford. Backing down in the paint. And a whistle sounds will negate the basket. As Hines coming back into the game. As we enter the mid part of this third quarter. Quick adjustment of where it will be inbounded from. And we are back underway as it's Bishop. The 5th year from Windsor, feeding it on over for Lopez. This one rattling around, no good. Offensive rebound secured by Hines. The ball still not able to fall. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And it will fall out of the hands of Wilson, who's been dynamite all evening long, up to 15 points, 8 boards. The Condors' mindset coming into today was continue to play within their game, defend their house, this being the season opener. A good turnout as they try to treat their fans to a win, trying to improve their record to 2-1, and just over and compete. That hustle, that heart, been a staple as part of this Condors program. Weber looking around. And the whistle will sound and the possession negated again. In the early going on the year, it's a very young season. Conestoga's confidence is off the charts. They continue to have the right attitude approaching every game, and they feel they can really win any game. As Weber takes some contact in the paint. That mindset that Conestoga has is very dangerous when they get going. This one for Beckford, has a look, kicks it out for Schumacher, into the corner, Kellerman! This one clangs off the iron, Conestoga grabs it right back, racing in was Kellerman. Now Weber up and in. Good tenacity from Adri Kellerman, wearing number 4, as she was able to get that rebound, feeding her teammate 2 more points for the Condors cause. Off the inbound, Schumacher working on Bishop. Conestoga trying to cut down the passing lane. It's open for Britton, stepping back and firing, clanging off the iron. And Weber's got another board, her 5th. Long stretch pass finds Kellerman, who plays it on a hop. Beckford has it. Able to find Kellerman. She sets her feet and fires the 3. This one no good. Johnson grabs the offensive board. And too much on it. Still, Conestoga has possession. Kellerman fires another 3. This one good. Adri Kellerman, her 2nd 3-pointer. As Conestoga doing a good job with the offensive possession. Now they have it back into the security of Weber's hands. Defensive stop. See if Conestoga can turn it into some offense. Bouncing off a couple of hands. That is going to be the 4th foul on Bishop, who is in some serious foul trouble and now will head off. It's a big loss for the Lions offense, as she has already hit 2 threes, up to 12 points. A very dynamic player now on the sidelines. Beckford 1 for 2 on that trip. Loose ball. Weber's got it for the Condors. Beckford moving it for Kellerman. Kellerman thought about the shot. She drives into the paint. Feeding Beckford. Baseline. And Jamila Beckford 2 more points, showing why she's the all-time scoring leader for the Condors. With speed is Wilson. She curls back. Kellerman gets a hand on it. Off the glass and in. Good, strong finish for Hines. As there's an answer. 10 points separating these two. That pass a little too high. Timeout going to be taken by the Lions. 3:13 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Conestoga coming out firing as they cut the lead to 10. Both teams scoring 10 in the 3rd quarter. We'll have more action for you momentarily. So we look at a lot of the new faces for both of these teams. In talking with the coaching staff for the Condors, what they bring to the team is physicality and athleticism. And there's also a lot of leadership we're seeing from their seniors in mentoring these rookies, teaching them how the program works and how to play at the collegiate level, as this can be a very big adjustment for some of these rookies. And you see the Condors taking them under their wing. Pun not intended. But nonetheless, it's a very strong group for both of these teams. And for the rookies in blue, they had a lot of preseason and team bonding exercises that brought this team very close, and they're performing. You see these rookies, they are giving it their all when they get playing time. That depth, we mentioned that earlier, as you were able to see the bench being used by day. And the athleticism, they are racing up and down this floor time and time again, also with the key mentorship of the veteran members through the likes of Bishop and Wilson. As action back underway, just over 3 minutes to go. Conestoga looking to stage a comeback. Off the glass and in. Fink gets 2 more points. She's been a thorn in the Condor side time and time again. This one into the paint. Beckford. And Jamila Beckford 2 more, drawing a lot of contact. Had 2 Lions draped on her, and she was able to secure the basket, keeping it 10 points. And a good steal from Weber, intercepting the pass. Conestoga, fast break opportunity, and that pass going to miss Beckford. And an errant pass on Lambton's part. Conestoga gets the ball right back. A very fortunate turn of events. back and forth action. Still anyone's game. Lambton still with the lead, however. Conestoga going to look for a response. And they have the right personnel. It's a lot of their senior members. We talked about how important these players are through the likes of Kellerman, Beckford, Weber, Schumacher, and Johnson. They're all out there. Is this pass going to reach Wilson? Wilson already with 15 points, working on Schumacher. This one hitting off the rim and rolling in. Simone Wilson continues to dominate. She adds 2 more points. Kellerman has a look. Conestoga running their offense a lot through Beckford. Passing it around. Schumacher fires. This one no good. Conestoga continues to let it fly. Kellerman has shot a 3-ball 10 times, converting on 2 of them. Schumacher and Johnson also shooting the ball from deep, yet to cash in. Johnson with a good switch, and a whistle sounds. That foul going to be called on Beckford, her 3rd. Now she enters a bit of the danger zone. Minute 13 to go. Into the paint. Think 2 more points. Hitting that one off the rim, then off the glass and in. Schumacher looking to turn the tables for the Condors. Driving down Broadway. As that one hitting off of the iron, no good. On the counterattack, Wilson lays it up and in. As there's that, there's that athleticism we mentioned earlier. As you saw the speed at which this Lions team operates at. Kellerman's got it. Has a look, driving through, and is going to be met by Britton. On the inbound, it's going to find Beckford. 6 seconds on the shot clock. It's Schumacher. Schumacher gonna have to get it off. And this one will not reach. Has a lot of pressure on the Lions half, forcing not a clean shot. Lions and Bernard coming back into the game. 55-39, our score. You're watching the Condors take on the Lambton Lions. Into the paint. This one bouncing in and out. Beckford securing the rebound. It's going to be her 8th. There's next to no time. Schumacher fires! It's good! A deep 2. But right at the buzzer, ice in her veins, Ella Schumacher nails it. As the score after 3, 55-41. Don't go anywhere. It's going to come down to the 4th. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
What I'm saying is, we're certainly not missing
We're back underway for the fourth quarter. 10 minutes on the clock and counting. As Cambridge back with the ball, quickly offloading. And Beckford coming in, intercepting that ball quickly into the Condors bench. Good read from Beckford, disrupting the pass. Fink into the paint. This one no good. Weber grabs the board. Her 9th. And Maddie Johnson sets on out. Beckford could not be stopped in that game against Niagara, as she was a rebounding machine. 22, as she now has the ball. Quickly handing it off. Kellerman. This one up, no good. It's a good look for Adri Kellerman. This one just off the mark. Bishop back into the game despite having 4 fouls. Wilson, 8 seconds on the shot clock. She drives into the paint and will get that to fall. Up to 21 points on the evening is Simone Wilson. And she continues to be a big difference maker, leading the charge for this Lambton offense. Weber's got it. Schumacher. Talked about the maturity of these veteran players. Kellerman has to get it off. She does. And banking it off the glass and in. Her 3rd made 3 as the Condors cooking in the 4th. As time was expiring, Kellerman gets another 3 as she continues to shoot very well, up to 11 points on the evening. Back in the paint for Fink. She'll miss. Wilson came flying in, trying to secure the rebound. It'll bounce off her out of play. Wilson last season, 108 points. Not a big three-point shooter. She had 15 points in that regular season finale against the Condors. Really likes playing against the team. That was her season high, as Conestoga has not been able to keep her too quiet. Schumacher fires a deep 2. Conestoga gets it back. Kellerman steps back and converts. As Kellerman feeling her shot. Took her a bit to get going, but now she is converting on several. That was a deep 2. She's up to 13 points. And Weber rejecting that pass from Wilson. Conestoga doing it at both ends of the floor, trailing by 9. And Beckford getting in the passing lane and out of play. Good adjustment from Jamila Beckford. She was able to get a piece of it, sending it out of play. Fink back into the paint. This one no good. And Beckford takes the contact, securing the rebound. Now she's going to drive. Dancing around Cambridge. Quick offload. Conestoga trying to get the Lions moving. Into the paint for Beckford, and she'll convert. Jamila Beckford, 2 more. That foul on Simone Wilson for the push, her 1st, as Conestoga cooking in the 4th. Shot up and 3! Adri Kellerman have a game as Conestoga trying to steal it. Jamila Beckford's got it, and a foul going to be called. Conestoga cuts it to a 6-point lead as they have come out absolutely firing. 4th made 3s from Kellerman. She's up to 16 points as she continues to lead this offense. .643 left to play. Still anybody's game as Conestoga storming back in this one. It's going to be a quick conversation at the scoring table. Schumacher. She'll pull up for a mid-range jumper. This one no good. She grabs her own rebound. Takes some contact, trying to throw it out to Kellerman. And she'll fire again. Audrey Kellerman no good. In and out of the hands of Johnson. Now Lambton has the ball. Lambton looking for an insurance marker. They'll get it over to their three-point shooter. It's Bishop. She has 2 made so far. Doesn't take her long to fire in this one. Up and good. Step back jumper. Maddie Bishop 2 more. She's up to 14. As that restores an 8-point lead. Johnson in the corner. Gives it right back to Schumacher. Conestoga trying to get the Lions moving. Lambton will not let Beckford have it. Schumacher fires. Beckford grabbing the loose ball. And she is going to be fouled on her way up. As the double teams continue to come for Beckford, Lambton really trying to shut her down. But Conestoga doing such a good job passing, they're able to utilize their other weapons, that being Kellerman as well as Weber, Schumacher. There's a number of them. This is sending Beckford for her second trip to the charity stripe. Condors currently averaging 62.5 points per game. They're 56.3% from the line as Beckford goes 1 for 2. Maddie Bishop currently with the ball was the Lions' first star of the week. As she will have to quickly corral the loose ball as it was punched free. She also had a season high points right here against the Condors back in November, as she would secure 26 points going 6-4-16 from downtown. She's having another good game against the Condors. Kellerman able to get the ball. She now swings off of the block, has a punch free, getting it over to Johnson, in and out of her hands and out of play. Back and forth, we continue to go. 5:21 on the clock as Conestoga trying to stage a comeback. Currently outscoring the Lions 11-4 here in the fourth. We noticed this back against that game against Humber. Come that fourth quarter, this team is very hard to stop offensively as they continue to attack. Whistle sounds, the basket will not fall. All but 19 points have been scored in the paint for the Lions as they continue to get under the basket, converting on several scoring chances, that being the big difference maker as they lead 40-26. This one will fall on the second free throw. Conestoga, quick inbound, right back on the attack. It's Schumacher, sporting the hot pink shoes, has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Ella Schumacher. Good defensive stance from Melina Lopez, who was able to cause some defensive pressure, forcing the turnover. Weber gets a hand on it, into the hands now of Schumacher, who drives. And Ella Schumacher, there's the maturity we talked about. As Ella Schumacher poised as she was able to drive hard to the net, dancing through several Lions to add 2 more points for the Condors and just punch that inbound free. Beckford working on Lopez, trying not to let her get through, and she will lose the handle on the ball. Jamila Beckford with a good defensive stand. Nothing for Lopez to do as she forced her to the sidelines. Conestoga trailing by 6. And a timeout will be taken by D. Channer. Whew. What a game we have on hand. Both of these teams giving a complete team effort, upping the intensity. We'll see how this one shakes out. 4:39 on the clock. We are ready to resume. It'll be Condors ball on the inbound from Kellerman. As we are back underway. Johnson surveys the scene, able to find Kellerman. Kellerman working on Bishop, 6 seconds on the shot clock, trying to get under, and a nice pass finished off by Beckford. Great vision from Weber to find her teammate, and Jamila Beckford says thank you very much as she has got that basket. She's up to a double-double, her second of the season. 10 boards, 14 points for number 15. Conestoga trying to hold them to the perimeter. Shot clock running out, and it will go for, it will not touch the rim, not touch anything. That is a shot clock violation. Beckford had a double-double in that game against Humber. Had 6 of them last year, one of which came against the Lions, so that's her second time facing against Lambton, and she has the double-double here. That one was in the Lions' den, however. Conestoga retains possession. After some early game jitters, Conestoga doing a much better job taking care of the ball. 3 seconds, 2, it's up and it's good! Maddie Weber hits the mid-range jumper, lead cut to 2! As Conestoga definitely finding their footing. And they have stormed back in this game. The 3-ball no good from Wilson out of bounds. Conestoga takes over. Just over 3 minutes to be played. As key offensive contributions from Kellerman, Beckford, and Weber have the Condors right back in it. As the Condors faithful getting loud in the stands. Beckford into the paint, trying to find Johnson. That foul going to be on Kellerman, her second. Her second foul as she tried to slow down this Lambton offense. Conestoga now to 30 points in the paint. This one no good. It's going to stay with Lambton. As Conestoga continues to get defensive stops. Now try to play some perimeter defense, force some key shots. As the basket will not count. Foul going to be on Lambton's 24, Jordan Britton. That's her 4th. A couple of Lambton Lions in foul trouble. Cambridge, Britton, and Bishop all with 4. And that negates the basket. That's the key part. This is still a 2-point lead for the Lions. As this pass tipped, going to be secured by Beckford to Johnson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's Kellerman. Kellerman had a great quarter. Finds Weber. Weber sets her feet and fires. Off the glass, no good. Rebound taken in by Bishop. Has Wilson also having a double-double in this one. 21 points, 10 rebounds for number 10. That one no good. Kellerman grabs the rebound. She comes up with speed. Around 1, around 2. Audrey Kellerman throwing it for Weber in her feet and stolen away by the Lions. And here comes Bishop navigating up the court. She fires. This one no good. Off a couple of fingers and out of play. Looks like it's going to be last touch by Maddie Johnson. 1:46 on the clock. 2 points separating these two. As this one inbounded, shot clock was on 14. It's going the other way. The foul going to be on Fink, and that will negate any shot attempt that Bishop had. And D. Channer going to call a timeout. What a comeback, really speaking to the mental makeup of this Condors team, as they have been resilient all game long, continues to battle back as they now look to set up some plays. They trail by 2. .142 on the clock. Lambton Lions 60, Conestoga 58. If you're just tuning in, you couldn't have come at a better time as we are into the dying minutes of this game. Conestoga staging a big comeback. Kellerman having a look. Trying to find Beckford. It's into the paint. She's got to get it up. And will not be able to. Shot clock violation as a suffocating stand for the Lions. Will negate any attack for the Condors. They will retain their 2-point lead and set out with possession. We mentioned this Lions team very good offensively, in the top 10 in several categories. Third best 3-throw percentage. As this one going to be stolen away by Weber. Weber coming back. Cambridge watching her. It's going to find Johnson. Over for Kellerman. Kellerman fires! And this one no good. Rebound secured by Britton. Coming back is Kiana Cambridge. Bounce pass for Fink. And the foul going to be charged to Weber, who's also up to a double-double. That's her third foul. Britton set to shoot 2. Britton, 50% shooter on the season, 1 for 2. As the first one no good. Second one up, no good, it's out of bounds. As the Condors faithful continue to get loud. We continue to battle on. Beckford set to inbound. Under a minute to go. 54.8 seconds. Definitely going to be a tough defense to crack in the Lions. Here go the Condors. It's over to Kellerman. Kellerman having a look. Finds Weber. And she is going to be fouled. Contact to her head. She'll head back to the line. Weber 1 for 2 so far tonight from the free throw line. 10 for 17 last year. Again, limited games played as she came over halfway through the year. Good on the first. Miss on the second, and a whistle will sound. There's going to be a conversation between the officials. Should be about 46.4 seconds left on the clock after this timeout. One for two on that trip for Weber. She remains 50% from the line. 1 point separating these two. Mentioned 46.4 seconds. Anybody's game. Conestoga looking for a stop. Try to transition that into offense. The inbound for Bishop. Getting it over to her teammate in Wilson. Large stretch pass all alone. Up off the glass. No good. And the layup will not be good. Rebound taken in by Weber. Now it's into Kellerman's hands. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 31 on the game clock. That one punched free from Beckford. Kellerman surveys. Johnson now into the post and handed off, and stepping out of bounds is Schumacher. 22.8. Shot clock gonna be shut off as Conestoga going to look for a stop. Schumacher all over Bishop, as is Kellerman. And the foul going to be taken by Johnson, stopping the clock. The intentional foul taken by Johnson to stop the clock. Her first foul. She's played a very clean game. 6.6 rebounds for number 8. It's going to be 2 free throws for Britain. And the second one will fall. 1 for 2 on that trip for Britain. And that keeps it a 2-point lead, or extends it to a 2-point lead, pardon me. 15.6 timeout taken by Lambton. As a very clutch free throw for number 24. She is now 2 for 4 from the line. As a timeout will be taken. So we get ready to continue on. A nail biter, don't go anywhere. It's OCAA women's basketball action. Lambton versus Conestoga, dying seconds. .6 on the clock. Shot clock is going to be at 14 seconds. 1.6 separation there. Will be Lambton ball. See if Conestoga can get a steal. They've done it a number of times all game long. And this one's going to be punched free by Beckford as she continues to read the passing very well. Some key disruptions down the stretch. As there's going to be a 1.1 second runoff. So we continue on. Conestoga with the steal. Here they come. Kellerman putting it on for Beckford. Beckford going up. And it'll be no good. No foul on the play. And a whistle sounds as Jamila Beckford had a good look, just hitting the underside, no contact. .7 on the clock. And that is going to send Simone Wilson to the line. She is shooting 75% on the night. Was a key player as Wilson and Maddie Bishop were the two veterans. That one no good. Focus at practice for this Lambton team was intensity and challenging each other as they want to practice like they play, and they have done so, as these are the moments you practice for, is these high intensity, high leverage situations. As the second one up, be no good. Conestoga has to go quickly up the floor at Schumacher. And Schumacher draws the contact, and she'll head to the line. Ella Schumacher. Great hard drive, forcing the contact. She'll go to the line. 2.8 on the clock. If your heart isn't pounding, might have to get the defibrillator out, as mine is pounding through my chest at the moment. Schumacher to shoot 2, down by 2. First one no good. Schumacher fires. Good on the second. It's going to have to be a good defensive stand for the Condors. They're all in. Getting it over to Bishop. Time running out. And that will do it. 61-60 is how this one going to end. Conestoga has nothing to hang their heads about, as they had a huge offensive push, making this a very close game. Final score, Lambton coming away with the win. 61-60. Here with Jamila Beckford. First off, Jamila, congratulations on becoming the all-time scoring leader in Condors history. A back and forth game. Your team showed exceptional resilience. Didn't get the desired result, but just talk to me a little bit about the resilience of this team.
Honestly, it was just like staying mentally strong and pushing through, like being down, and just like bringing the energy to bring us back up and compete against like a pretty good team. Yeah.
Your next game is against Redeemer. How can you reset and go attack that one?
Really just put in the work, bring the energy in practice, and just like bring energy in the intenseness like at the beginning of the game. Let's play hard throughout the whole game. Yeah, for the next game.
Jamila, thank you very much for your time, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That does it for us here from the Student Rec Center. Lambton going to win a nail-biter, 61-60. A great game from the Condors, as this is definitely going to be a building block in their season. Thank you so much, everybody, for spending the time with us. From all of us here at the Student Rec Center, I'm Ada Shulkeski. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, and we will see you next time.